Welcome back to the NFA Review channel, everyone. That giveaway the other night was insane. We gave away $500 in gift cards, 3 CGS Group Cube compensators, and a firearm and a suppressor. So a lot of happy campers on my gold members on Patreon. So that was pretty cool. I have to tell you guys, when I do my monthly giveaways for my Patreon members, it feels really cool. It feels like Santa Claus on Christmas to get to make everybody's day. So that was really cool. And Glenn Price, congratulations again, man, for winning that PWS 300 Blackout pistol and that CGS Group Hyperion K. That was pretty sweet. But for today, we are reviewing the Innovative Arms RMK Integral. So this is actually based on the Ruger Mark IV, so takedown's gonna be a lot simpler than back in the day. And this is the 2245 platform. So let's go ahead and break down into the details as usual. We'll take a look at the inside and then we'll hit that range and see what it sounds like. All right, the RMK comes in an overall length of 11 3/4 inches and a weight with an empty magazine of 2 pounds, 2 ounces. That is as weighed by me, so 2 pounds, 2 ounces. Now, as far as the finish options, you have a option of a brushed stainless, or what I have here, this is their black finish. Now, I couldn't find any details on their website as far as what the actual finish is, but I have to say, and I hope this turns up well in my B-roll shots, they did an excellent job matching the texture, sheen, and color of the Ruger factory receiver here. So that was pretty cool. It's nice to see a really even finish here. So again, this is based off the Ruger Mark IV. I'm not going to show the takedown. I don't want to violate any terms of service, although my last video got demonetized for some reason. I don't know why. That's an uphill battle in itself. But everybody knows how to take apart the new Ruger Mark IV, so I won't bore you with it anyway. However, and this gun is unloaded, okay, for you safety Nazis out there. To field strip it, all you need is a 3/8 inch socket, which is pretty awesome. It's nice not having specialty tools, stuff like that. You can just use what you have laying around the house. As you see here, when I started to loosen it, the outer tube already started to come loose. So just go ahead and just continue that, because this is compression fit, and slide out that 17.4 monocore. Very beautifully done. Looks good, nice and substantial. And then you just take off your tube, and then you have what's left of the gun. So this started life as a bull barrel Ruger that they turn down, thread, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4 ports in it. So what does that mean? That means you can shoot supersonic ammo through this without having to use the more expensive and harder to find subsonic and standard velocity ammunition. So your bulk pack from Walmart, good to go in this. It's gonna sound really good. Now, as far as cleaning and maintenance, stainless steel, so ultrasonic safe. You can also soda blast it, bead blast it, whatever you want to do. Now, these will sound better with a little carbon buildup on it, okay? It kind of dulls the tone as you shoot it. So squeaky clean is not really needed. Just knock off all the big chunks. Myself, I'll just hit it with a flathead screwdriver for a while until it really builds up, and then I can go ahead and clean it in the ultrasonic cleaner. Word of advice too, unfortunately, ultrasonic cleaners are pretty rough on coatings, so you might get some discoloration here on the core, but you know, if you want to save yourself some time cleaning, that's just a risk you're gonna have to take. As far as cleaning the tube, you can use a wire brush or a chamber brush for an AR-15. That would work pretty well, but Innovative Arms actually recommends just using the inner sharp edges here of the monocore and just twist it, turn it around, twist it. You'll knock off most of the chunks, then you can run some patches through there and get it nice and clean. So once you get that done, you know, clean your barrel and your receiver as usual, take the gun apart, run your brush and your patches through there, get it all clean, and then you can reverse the process. So you'll see an indexing tab here. I'll show you some B-roll on the bottom of the barrel, and just go ahead and line up your tube And it's nice. It's an internal indexing point. So on some integrals, you'll see the notch actually cut through the bottom of the tube. This is all internal, so it looks really clean. You actually can't see where it is from the outside. Once the tube is on, you can go ahead and reverse the process and screw in the monocore, and then just give it a good compression tightness against the barrel, so it pulls that tube nice and tight to the receiver, so it doesn't loosen under fire, and especially doesn't loosen when all the metals start to expand. Hopefully not at different rates. A lot of these metals are similar. We don't have any aluminum in there to change things. Whoops. What did I do here with my ratchet? This old ass Craftsman 3/8 socket wrench. Alright, I don't want to give it any more than that, but that is nice and tight and ready to go for the range. As far as price, I'll go ahead and throw the price up here on the screen. As far as sending your own Ruger Mark Series in for conversion, and then as far as them supplying the gun, depending on the options and finishes you choose, I think it's the $1,000 to $1,300 range retail price if they include the actual firearm. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. I don't want to get too verbose here in the studio. We need to spend more time shooting it and more time, hopefully, not hearing it. Let's go ahead and get out to the range. Well, everybody, I hope that was as fun to watch as it was to be out here and shoot today. Beautiful day out here in Florida. Love bugs are finally gone. It's a little warm, no cloud coverage, but any day spent shooting is definitely a day for me. The RMK performed really, really well today. And I do have a pretty solid lineup of hosts like this. So I have the muzzle mountable versions of the 2245 and the Mark II series frame. I'll throw up a little picture here when I get home. I'll snap a picture of the available host and integral lineups that I have, and you're gonna notice something. The RMK is the shortest of all of them, and it sounds pretty much the same as all of them. So it really depends on your size and weight preferences and your cleaning schedules. So this baffle stack, as you know, is going to be very easy to service, and you can actually use the monocore itself, as you saw in the studio, to scrape any carbon buildup or lead buildup inside an extended range session. Today we shot about, on and off camera, I would say 250 rounds or so through the RMK. So you know what, I'll actually film some B-roll here right after I'm done with this, and we'll take a look on just how dirty it is on the inside. I did bring that socket wrench with me at the range, so actually thought ahead for once. Sounded really good, guys. Sound profile, this is backyard safe all day. I actually ran some CCI standard velocity through it to see if it would still function the gun with the amount of gas pressure we're losing, and I noticed two things. One, it still cycled the gun, and two, it sounded exactly like the Federal bulk pack that I've been shooting all day. So don't really know what to make of that. I was actually shocked that it still cycled the gun, but you could definitely tell recoil wise, I know we're talking about 22, you can actually feel a little bit more oomph behind things when shooting the Federal bulk pack versus the standard velocity. So I only did a 10-round string of that just to see if it would work. But I wanted to compare apples to apples today, and to be honest, the CCI Subsonic I have to buy, it's very expensive to buy in bulk, and the gun just performed better with the Federal bulk pack anyway. So if it sounds the same, why not shoot a projectile or a cartridge with a little bit more ass behind it, especially if you're going to be using this for pest control in your backyard, or just plinking Coke cans or shooting plates or something like that. So awesome gun, I do like it. The next time I go on vacation where I'm able to hike somewhere, I'm definitely going to throw this in my pack. As far as Integral Arms as a company, something to really keep in mind here is if you call them with a problem, you may just end up talking to the man himself, Philip, the owner of the company who made the product that you have in your hands. So not that you will have problems, but it is comforting to know that they are a smaller operation putting out a high quality product, and that if you have a problem, you will be able to reach them and resolve it quickly. And that is very important to me. There's nothing worse than, you know, having to deal with email chains and RMAs and not knowing when your can's going to come back to you from being repaired, yada, yada, yada. It's nice to actually be able to get on the phone and talk to the person behind the curtain. So very big in my book. Definitely wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'm going to start to do some other cool things on the channel here. So still going to do reviews, obviously. That's my bread and butter. But I want to do some other fun things that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And now I finally have some time where I can actually do it. So going to be announcing those videos ahead of time on Patreon to kind of let you guys know what's going on behind the scenes and what's up and coming here on the channel. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe as usual. You don't want to miss anything, any more videos, or more importantly, any more awesome giveaways. See you guys next time.